opposition, can I hear you please? Can I hear your voice? I have said it before and I will say it again. The worst aspect of an iceberg is not what you can see. It's what you can't see. 1/10 of an iceberg appears above water. 1/10 of this local protest, 1/10 of the local opposition, 1/10 of the coalition of the righteous is what you see. But trust me, there's 9/10 below the surface. And if the government wants to find out, call an election. You will find out just how many people in this country are not satisfied with your governance. I have said it before and I will say it again, that we have political leaders that are globe-trotting all over the world, representing international colonial masters, having nothing to do with the interests of this country, or even for that matter connecting us back with our African heritage, but instead implementing neo-colonialistic control upon our countries through the International World Bank, through the World Bank itself, International Monetary Fund, and as I am hearing, allegedly, we have taken another loan. Guess from who? The United Kingdom. Not from Sierra Leone, not from Burkina Faso, not from any African state, but from our colonial masters. Another imprisoned, enslaving loan. And so we are here to express ourselves, and this is what the cybercrime bill is targeted to prevent. The criticism of a government, the criticism of government ministers. But the problem we have has been highlighted as well by the Barbados Bar Association. And there are people who talk about conspiracy. You know, before you open your mouth and talk about conspiracy, get your facts. Get your facts. I'm going to read from the opening aspect of the document submitted to the Joint Select Committee from the Barbados Bar Association. And I quote, "The draft bill is based on the only enforceable multinational treaty on cybercrime, referred to in its shortened form as the Budapest Convention, or, let me make sure I get it right, which came into force on the 1st of July 2004. As of the 3rd of March 2024, both Grenada requested 8th of February 2023 with an expiration on 29/29, and Trinidad and Tobago have asked to join in the application of the treaty. Non-council members have 5 years from the date to sign and accede to ratify or to accede to the respective treaties. Trinidad and Tobago has attempted to pass similar cybercrime legislation in 2015 and 2017, both modeling on the Budapest Convention, and both failed to pass. Both failed to pass. It is to be noted that there is no consensus on the UN Treaty on Cybercrime, for which negotiations started in January 2022 and ended in February 2024. There was an initiative by Russia. The main criticisms from the NGOs were that governance listened to it carefully. This is not conspiracy. This is from the Barbados Bar Association submission to the government on the cybercrime bill that is before the Joint Select Committee. The main criticisms were that governments were seeking expansive powers amounting to surveillance on its citizens rather than targeted use, without balancing those human rights and our procedural safeguards, which could result in the criminalizing of ordinary internet activities. That is the reason that we are on this march today, ladies and gentlemen. Very recently, you have seen the impact of the cybercrime bill in Guyana. We are adopting a virtually identical cybercrime bill as Guyana. Let me tell you what happened in Guyana. A called in-show host received a phone call from a call-in person. And the call-in person called for violence against the Guyanese government, which the host said he was not going to be a part of. And guess what? The police arrested the host instead of going to the telecommunications department and asking them to track the call, the police arrested the host of the show who did not make the statement. That is where we are going. So Mr. David Ellis and Mr. Blackman and all the other hosts of Brass Tacks, Mr. Peter Wickham, this is a warning to all of you. If this bill passes as it is, you can be sure you will be arrested if somebody calls in and criticizes the government rather than them trying to find out who the person is. That's the reality of the cybercrime bill. The submission from the Barbarians Bar Association goes on to make the point that there has also been no consensus of the meaning of cybercrime. So what are we introducing? We already have a Defamation Act. We already have a Computer Act. Why are you seeking to introduce another act that will censor their liberties and freedoms of persons to criticize? I am a religious minister. I am a reverend. You know how much criticism we get from teaching the people money to preaching heresy. You ever hear us stick anybody to court? I mean, this is what we're talking about. People are free in their country in order to make their expressions and to express their views. And a bill that seeks to stifle that liberty and freedom must be resisted in this country. We make no apologies for saying so. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as we proceed through this march, you will hear much more about this cybercrime bill and other matters. So enjoy the march and join us if you can on this march. We look forward to having you with us. God bless you. Have a great and wonderful day.